Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another video. It's New Year's Eve, so if you're doing anything for New Year's Eve or New Year's, hopefully you're staying safe, hopefully you're gonna have a good time regardless of what you're doing, and hopefully you're gonna be rested up for 2022. But to round out 2021, I'm gonna be doing my top 10 favorite units in Dokkan in 2021. I've given myself one singular restriction for this video, and that is I can only list, or I'm only going to be talking about units that I have pulled and used myself. So that excludes units that I know are really good or amazing, that I've seen on social media, seen other people use in videos, and I've used as friends. Which, to be fair, may sound kind of stupid, but as I said, I thought I'd give myself that restriction because it sounds fair, and also it kind of helped me narrow it down to 10 and not spend hours trying to pick 10 or trying to pick more than that, and this video being incredibly long. But in terms of what falls under category, or you know, what deems my favorite units, it's not just going to be the best units, the most overpowered, the most run. It's going to be a bunch of different factors. It's going to be the good units, the units I've had the most fun with, used the most, you know, where I've used them in some of the harder events, the units that have come in clutch, their design, their animations, whether that be super attack or active, all of those factors combined are going to be making up my top 10 favorite units in Dokkan from 2021. But do let me know down in the comments who are some of your favorite units from Dokkan in 2021, whether that be on the global side or JP side. Do let me know. And without further ado, let's kick this video off with our first pick. And speaking of OP units, I'm going to be kicking this off with the Lrui Goku from the year 6 anniversary. By the way, I want to quickly say, if you do hear like fireworks, etc., apologies, it's New Year's. For some reason, people have to go crazy with fireworks. They're starting a bit early, granted, but what can you do? But yeah, we're starting off with probably what's considered one of the best, if not the best unit in the entirety of the game, which is Lrui Goku. He's a combination of everything. He brought an amazing category in Miraculous Awakening while being quite niche. Is a very solid category with some amazing units on it. He's on one of the strongest boosted categories in the entire game of Reps Universe 7. He has the built-in crit for a turn. He has the built-in additionals. The attack and defense plus 150%. He has the 70% chance to evade, which comes up huge 9 times out of 10 in the harder events in the game, whether it be SBR, ESBR, Legendary Goku event, Legendary GT Goku event. Until, of course, you get to the full power stage 4 phase, then he's kind of a flight risk. That's kind of his only downfall, is that one phase in one singular event, which is one of the harder events in the game. So, you know, I'm not really going to hold it against him. And I think sometimes we probably rely on that 70% chance to dodge a little bit too much, considering it's not guaranteed, but 70% chance is very good. And sometimes it does actually feel like he has a 100% chance to dodge, because of how often it comes off. You know, he gives himself key plus 1 with each attack evaded, which goes up to 5. He gets an additional defense plus 30% within the same turn after evading an attack, which is great. Makes him more tanky, more bulky. As I said, he's already got built-in additional. And also brought in a very clutch mechanic in year 6, which is, of course, the revival mechanics, which I think we can all admit. You can admit, I can admit, it has saved a bunch of our runs in the harder events in the game, having that revival mechanic come off and you recover that 70% HP. Not to mention, it's a great animation as it is. And speaking of great animations, super attack and active skill are amazing. So are the voice actors, or so are the voice lines, dubbed and subbed. Literally look like they've been pulled straight from the Dragon Ball Super anime. Such great animation, so much fun to watch every time they come off. And not to mention, I said, it's just a clutch animation. We've even worked some of our rotations around, you know, the revival mechanic coming off. That's how good it is. As I said, already a great active skill. You know, then boosts his attack by 50%. Also, goes on some amazing categories. Realm of Gods, Universe Survival Saga, Pure Saiyans, Reps Universe 7, Goku's Family, Kamehameha, Miraculous Awakening, Powerful Comeback, Legendary Existence, Accelerated Battle. So many categories. And they're all amazing. Even goes on Entrusted Will, Bonds of Friendship, you know, Turtle School if you really will. There's so many great categories for such an amazing unit. Next up, we have the Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta, of course, accompanied UI Goku in the year 6 anniversary. And you know what? I couldn't do a top 10 with at least one Vegeta unit in this list.
You really believe your own hype that much?
I am
the hype!
And I will admit now, this is the one and only Vegeta unit here. So, as I said, there has to be at least one Vegeta unit here. I do want to give a small shout out to, of course, the Super Saiyan GT Vegeta as well. He is very, very good. But I've actually used this Vegeta a hell of a lot more than the other one, because I've got him with coins. But they're both amazing. But I'm going to go with my guy just because he just has it all. As I said, this is not just whether you're a good unit in Dokkan. You have to have all the factors. Although that GT Super Saiyan Vegeta does have a very good active skill. I think we can all agree both GT Super Saiyan units have amazing, and I mean amazing, active skills. The transitions are just superb, chef's kiss. But in terms of SSB Vegeta, of course, great category like Powerful Comeback. Again, goes on one of the strongest categories in the game of Reps Universe 7. Has the built-in crit, has the built-in additional, just like Lrui Goku. That same attack and defense plus 150%. Instead of evade, he does have damage reduction by 10%, which of course builds up to 30%. The only thing that lets him down, which doesn't make him a bad unit, but it does make people overlook him in the Dokkan community just because of how good Goku actually is. But the one thing, there's a gift and a curse with him, is that damage reduction. And that's the fact that damage reduction is fantastic. But of course, with Vegeta's damage reduction, it does reset every turn. I don't know why they made it like that. It's so inconsistent. Fortunately, you don't have to build up too much, but unfortunately, the reset in every turn can be quite annoying and frustrating. I said it's a gift and a curse. It does get Ki +1 with each attack performed, up to Ki +5, so Ki is never an issue. And then also, just like Lrui Goku, has the revival mechanic, which again, along with his super attack animations, whether that be 12 or 18 Ki, the active skill, which by the way, you know for a full fact that final explosion gave you chills. You know, very reminiscent of Margin Vegeta as well from the Buu Saga. Also the revival mechanic, just like Lrui Goku. Absolute clutch mechanic, but also just amazing animations. Literally reminds you or makes you think that you're watching the Dragon Ball Super anime. Dokkan just kills it when it comes to animations, and this is no exception. Also, another unit that goes on a plethora of amazing categories. Again, Universe Survival Saga, Realm of Gods, Pure Saiyans, Full Power, Reps Universe 7, Vegeta's Family, All Out Struggle, Miraculous Awakening, Powerful Comeback. Some amazing categories. And that's only to name a few, even though there's a bunch. And also, just to add a little, you know, Salt Bay action, a little bit extra on top of all of that. After he does his active, you get to see his wonderful pecs and muscles and those juicy burger nips.
What did he say?
Moving on from my boys' juicy burger nips, we probably have one of my favorite units from this year, and that is LR Hiku, the LR Hit and Super Saiyan God Goku. I mean, you can see one of the reasons why they're so amazing, and we haven't even started talking about what they can do in game, and that is their art. You know, you've got Super Saiyan God looking all fiery and crispy, Hit looking nice and clean, and then you had that transition which just happened where you see Goku transform from Super Saiyan God to Super Saiyan Blue. The time skip happened, Hit's glowing all types of purple. He looks like something that is going to be found under your mum's bed or bottom drawer. By the way, don't go looking for what could be under your mum's bed or in her drawers. Respect her privacy. You don't want to be finding that. Hint, it vibrates. But yeah, an amazing art, looks very good, and we didn't even start talking about what these guys can do. Accelerated battle, great category, Universe Survival Saga, just stacked full of amazing units. 18 and 12 Ki, both raises attack and defense. 18 Ki just a little bit better, you know, a bit of seasoning on your steaks, bit of salt and pepper, greatly raises the attack and defense rather than just raises by 30%, raises by 50% instead. Also can stun on both, which is great for SBR and ESBR. I mean, we saw what these two and Easy A Tech Kit could do in Universe Survival Saga ESBR when it recently dropped on Global. Just stunning left, right, and center. Probably one of the reasons why the run was so easy to do. On their passive, they get attack and defense plus 170, Ki +6 plus an additional attack and defense plus 6% on top of that. You're never struggling with Ki with these two, ever. Also, attacks are guaranteed to hit. So Goku, in the Goku event, you may be able to dodge, but when these two are about, guess what? You're not. And guess what else? You're taking huge damage from these two as well. They also disable guard, high chance of evading. Such a versatile unit. Of course, they do that in the first or second attack in a turn. Again, they have an additional attack plus 70% when attacking on top of the 170 and 60 they're already getting. Ki +7 and launches an additional attack. There's a medium chance of becoming a super attack as the third attacker in a turn. So as I said, a very versatile unit depending on what slot you're running them in. The only thing these two do not have built into their kit, apart from, of course, free dupe system, 55% because their strength unit is a crit. As I said, that's where the hidden potential system comes in. So these two would be amazing with dupes. So they kind of got it all. Stun, the big damage, they're able to tank, especially after super attack. They can also evade. Oh, they're an amazing unit, and not to mention when you run them with hit, which is just pretty much almost perfect links, apart from legendary power. It's one of the best and most fun rotations to run in the entire game. Goes on some very good categories, even though they are limited. Universe Survival Saga, Joined Forces, Legendary Existence, Accelerated Battle, but none of them teams are they struggling on. I'll let you tell you that. They're an amazing unit. And also they have a very nice looking active skill. The only thing that does let that down in terms of them, the only downside is they used Hit's voice before he actually was, got the voice actor in for the dubbed anime. Instead, they got his Xenoverse voice actor, which isn't as good. But other than that, phenomenal unit. Now, I did mention him while talking about LR Hiku, but next we do have the Easy A Tech Hit. Went from probably one of the worst Dokkan Fests there was to now one of the best Easy A's in the entirety of the game. Great Universe 6 and Universe Survival Saga lead. Raises defense on super, so if you run him in slot 2, slot 3 and you super attack before getting hit in the harder events like ESBR and GT Goku event, he's good to go. He's tanking double digits. Medium chance to stun on super. He gets an extra attack and defense plus 20% per Universe 6 category ally attacking in the same turn. Doesn't need it, but can go from a 3.6 to 3.8 million attack stat to like a 4.1, which is insane considering you can just get that off the bat. Also, we mentioned LR Hiku. These two, LR Hiku and Easy A Tech Hit, literally is probably one of my favorite and one of the best rotations to run in the entire game. Not only do they link so well together, but they're just so great together. Good damage dealt from both units. Tanks great from both units. You got Hiku with the versatility. You got Hit purely with stunning and raw damage output. I said they both deal great damage anyway, but you just got the stuns which just come off all over the place, which is probably one of the reasons why the ESBR on Global was so easy, because I was just stunning them every single time I supered with both these units. They're so good. And even though Easy A Tech Kit is heavily built around stunning, I've taken this guy into GT Goku event. Listen, he was stripped of all of his passive. He literally had attack and defense plus 160. Because raised his defense on super. Couldn't really do anything else. And he was still amazing. Still putting out big damage. Still tanking ever so well. And was still phenomenal. One of the best Easy A's in the game. You even have that medium chance of stunning all enemies when attacking in the same turn as Universe 6 category allies, which I've personally not seen. But in the SBR, that is literally a free Ghost Usher turn. You know, gets the attack and defense plus 160, gets an additional attack plus 80%, and attacks effective against all types when the target enemy is stunned, which is huge for ESBR. Huge. And then the attacked enemies attack minus 20% and defense minus 80% for 2 turns. Again, huge for SBR and ESBR. And then to top it off, a high chance of stunning the attacked enemy for 1 turn. Like, you're not safe when it comes to Tech Hit. There's a reason why he says it's time to make the donuts. So he's about to leave holes in your chest, sir. He's about to leave big old holes, and the jam that's leaking, it ain't jam, it's your blood. Okay? And he goes on some great categories as well. Universe Survival Saga, Universe 6, Target Goku, Rapid Growth, Space Traveling Warriors, Legendary Existence, Accelerated Battle, and about 3 of those categories you can of course run him with LR Hiku as one of the best rotations in the game. Let's keep that Easy A ball rolling. We've got LR Broly, who has to probably be one of the best Easy A's in the whole game as well. One of the best probably the best Easy A LR, and really set the standard for Easy A's in 2021 Dokkan. You know, damage output insane, built-in additional insane, ESBR, God, sorry, wrong word. Let me try again.
The devil.
Oh my god, he's so goddamn cool!
That's right, Broly is a devil. Absolute devil. I mean, words came from his own mouth. Prior to super attacking, he is open to a bit of damage, but I mean, every unit has to have some type of downside or con. After he supers, he's good to go at tanking. Raises attack and defense 1 turn on both 12 and 18 key. As I said, has a built-in additional, which is an AoE, which means Easy A, not Easy A, sorry, ESBR, when it comes to hitting the AoE from the built-in additional, or maybe you force him to get a 12 key and then get the additional AoE again, so you AoE twice. And then potentially if you have dupes, you might AoE 3 times. He's absolutely decimating ESBR, especially when facing pure hybrid Saiyans. He gives himself extra ki, so if he is getting an 18 ki off, you are hitting big damage and big numbers. And this is a Goku family enemy chilling there, a Goku, a Gohan, a Goten. His attacks are effective against all types, which means, guess what? Doing even more damage. What an easy A. As I said, really set the standard. Not even difficult to link with links like Super Saiyan, Saiyan Warrior Race, Saiyan Lineage, Prepared for Battle, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. Berserker is the only link that you can struggle to get off in some of the teams that you run him on. And even then, you can run him with LR Tech Super Saiyan Broly or Legendary Super Saiyan Broly. And those two just run rampant on ESBR, you know, if you bring the correct items. Goes on some great categories as well, like Resurrected Warriors, Movie Bosses, Pure Saiyans, Full Power, Target Goku, Exploding Rage, Revenge, Inhuman Deeds, Planetary Destruction, Legendary Existence, and is amazing on every single one. Another Easy A coming out of 2021, and that is the Easy A Fizz Final Form Cooler. Has to be said immediately, one of the best 120 Easy A leads in the whole game. Whoever's the best, I'm not sure. I couldn't rank him myself, but he is easily considered one of the best Easy A 120 leads. Literally 2017. He came out 4 whole years ago, and now he's just as good. In fact, no, he's even better than he was 4 years ago. He lowers defense on Super by 80% 3 turns, which is huge for SBR and ESBR. He literally makes you pitiful and weak, and then just absolutely Rolls Royces you with damage. I don't even know what that means. I said the wrong thing. You know, but he mollywops you from damage. Attack and defense plus 120. Has the built-in additional that has a medium chance of becoming a super attack. Has the extra attack and defense up to 80% from each attack performed. With the built-in additional that comes even quicker with dupes in him. That comes even quicker than that. And once he's fully built up, you're seeing this guy hit over a 5 million attack stat, which LRs, that's LR-esque types of damage output. And this guy's an Easy A from 2017. And that's the type of numbers he's putting out. And with level 10 links, this guy's even more ridiculous. We're talking over 6 million attack stat. Again, that is LR level-esque of damage output. And this unit from 2017 after his Easy A, doing that for fun. Also, a little bit extra, a nice little kind of soft spot for me is he goes on 2 of the most fun, most synergistic, insane categories in the game. And because they're not Saiyan-based categories, won't get used a whole bunch, but they're a whole lot of fun to use, and I said they're the most synergistic, and that's Wicked Bloodline and Terrifying Conquerors, especially when you run in with the Strength Dokkan Fest Transforming Cooler, who goes on every single category that this cooler goes on. Movie Bosses, Transformation Boost, Wicked Bloodline, Terrifying Conquerors, Target Goku, Final Trump Card, Space Traveling Warriors, and Planetary Destruction. You can run in with and link him perfectly with the Strength counterpart and run rampant on whatever event you're doing with the 2 of these cooler units. I'll let you decide though which one's cooler.
Stupid.
Keeping it in the Frieza family, we have his brother, the LR Full Power Frieza from the 350 million download celebration. Now, I want to give a quick shout out, of course, to the LR Super Saiyan Goku from the same celebration. Amazing, amazing unit. But until there is a Fighting Legend Frieza event, I'm going to have to say I'm Team Frieza. I am Team Frieza. Let me know down in the comments though. Are you Team Goku or Team Frieza? Which side do you reside on? Right now, Frieza takes it. Sworn Enemies is a great category. Goes with other Frieza units. Very synergistic. Easy to link with. That means getting his 18 ki off and constantly stacking his defense. Easy to do. Also raises attack on 12 ki, so you've got a nice diverse, you know, set of effects on 12 and 18 ki supers. Not to mention he also goes on the most synergistic and fun teams in the game in my opinion, which is Terrifying Conquerors and Wicked Bloodline. Again, so easy to link, can run with amazing units like Easy A Transforming Frieza. You also the Easy A Golden Frieza, which is great for SBR and ESBR and Goku event, the harder events in the game. Easy A Final Form Cooler, Dokkan Fest Cooler. Goes well with so many good units and links so easily, including the 3rd Form Frieza, which is a great unit, by the way, for a sidebanner unit, and supports the category that my man brings into the game, Sworn Enemies. On top of all of that, on his passive, Ki plus 2, attack and defense plus 100%, launches an additional within the same turn after receiving an attack, which means half the time you're going to be raising your defense then raising your attack, or raising your attack twice, depending on if you're getting your 18 ki or not, which, as I said, he doesn't struggle for ki, so he'll be raising both half the time if you're running him in slot 1. Also has a medium chance of launching an additional anyway, that's the 2nd or 3rd attacker in a turn, so he has built-in additionals. Also gets the additional attack and defense plus 100% on top of the 100% he's already getting for 6 turns, which in short events like SBR and ESBR is amazing because you're never making it past turn 5, especially when this guy is about. Then gets attack plus 50% from the 7th turn, which is okay, but again, you're never making it past 7 turns, so you don't have to even worry about that. And you get it every time you go into a new phase. And then gets an additional attack plus 50% on top of that when there's a super class enemy. And just chef kiss to finish it off for a bit extra. Always crits when you're facing a Goku enemy, which is why I say at the moment I am Team Frieza. Because not only is he built amazingly for shorter events, but then we currently have Goku event and GT Goku event, which my man's absolutely whitewashes because of the amount of damage he deals against Goku units by having the built-in crits and the extra attack plus 50% when facing super class enemies. It is ridiculous the amount of damage he does, even more so with level 10 links. If you have dupes in him, you're just a walking nuke.
Tactical nuke incoming!
Honestly, it might as well be unfair, but until there's a Fight in Legend Frieza event, I'm gonna have to say Frieza is the better unit. Also has an active skill and super attack animations, which literally look like a stripped straight from Dragon Ball Z from that exact iconic fight from the Frieza saga, and probably one of the most iconic moments in the whole of Dragon Ball in general. So great to watch. RIP the voice actor, I forgot his name off the top of my head. I know he shares the same name as me as well, Christopher, which is great. You know, amazing dialogue, you know, you must die by my hand. And that you will. Also, as I said, one of the most synergistic teams, links so easily. Goes on some great categories like Planet Namek Saga, Full Power, Transformation Boost, Wicked Bloodline, Terrifying Conquerors, Final Trump Card, Explode and Rage, Inhuman D, Space Traveling Warriors, Gifted Warriors, Planetary Destruction, Sworn Enemies. Just all in all, an amazing unit. Moving on, back to the Easy A's, but to Frieza's sworn enemy, we have the Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku, the Easy A SSJ3 Goku, which came out a couple months ago now. And what a unit. Amazing unit for ESBR. So good. I was thoroughly impressed and had a lot of fun using this guy. And I mean a lot of fun. You know, raises attack and defense on super, medium chance of stunning, which is great to have an SBR and ESBR. Gets the attack and defense plus 130. High chance of randomly changing key spheres of a certain type to rainbow key spheres. He's his own orb changer, which is great. You love people who help themselves. Help me help you. He's like, no, I help myself, okay? And then gets an attack and defense plus 30% per rainbow key sphere obtained, which is insane. The numbers you can get this man up to in terms of damage and defense is ridiculous. Which, speaking of, you know, attack and defense on key spheres, huge shout out to the Easy A Fizz SSJ2 Kefla, which recently dropped on Global. She is a lot, and I mean a lot of fun to use. The main thing that kind of puts me off with her is, of course, potentially is when key placement or orb placement isn't in your favor, she can be quite scary to use. I've experienced that briefly in the SBR runs while trying her out. Still haven't completed one with her yet, but she was also a lot of fun to use. Shout out to her. And also this Goku right here has attacks effective against all types for 7 turns, which again for ESBR and SBR is perfect because you're never making it past about turn 5, turn 6. This guy and the Easy A SSJ3 Strength Vegeta, the absolute GOAT that he is, these two were probably the reasons why I finished SSJ3 ESBR that recently dropped on Global so easily, because they are amazing. Another unit that goes on some great categories, Resurrected Warriors, Majin Buu Saga, Super Saiyan 3. If you haven't done the Super Saiyan 3 SBR yet and you have this guy, use him and trust me, you'll be good. Goes on Pure Saiyans, Movie Heroes, Goku's Family, Mastered Evolution, Accelerated Battle, fantastic Easy A, another unit that back in 2017 is still relevant today in 2021, even going into 2022, literally in a day. Mind blown. Now we have the penultimate unit, the second to last unit, which is a favorite of mine. I think if you've been on the channel, you know, since year 6, you'll know how much I love Easy A Int UI Goku. Such a great Easy A, so fun to use. Personally, one of my favorite Easy A's. Shout out again. Another shout out goes to the free to play Easy A Fizz UI Goku, who works just the same as him, of course, because he's free to play. He doesn't put out the same numbers, but he's free to play and as good as this one, just doesn't put out the same level or the same type of numbers. Absolutely incredible. And also a good support unit. As I said, huge shout out to that Goku, but this Goku is a lot of fun to use. Great Realm of Gods category lead, stacks attack and defense, which in GT Goku event is a lot of fun to see where you can get the type of numbers, you know, where to see where his attack and defense end up. Especially on top of that, the fact that he is type advantage against full power Sashay-4 Goku in the final phase is so much fun just to watch this guy bully full power Sashay-4 Goku at the end of such a hard event. Takes no damage, can evade, has more of a chance to evade when he transforms, and just deals ridiculous amounts of damage while constantly building himself up, so he gets stronger and this pain will make me stronger. You know, gets attack and defense plus 150 to just start with, which is ridiculous, and with level 10 links, this guy is even more fun to use. Another one that goes on just some phenomenal categories: Realm of Gods, Universe Survival Saga, Pure Saiyans, Reps, Transformation Boost, Goku's Family, Kamehameha, Miraculous Awakening, Powerful Combat, Legendary Existence, Accelerated Battle, and he links very well, of course, with the LRUI Goku that came out in year 6. I mean, if you want to have fun with all the dodges and ridiculous UI units with the same name update, which has been on global for a while now, you could put them all on one team with the strength one and the free-to-play one, while he supports every single one of them. And then, of course, when he transforms, you know, he does still continue to stack, which is amazing. Gets ki plus 3, attack plus 200% instead of 150, loses a better defense, but when you're doing that much damage, and you have the 70% chance to evade, just like the big LR UI Goku kind of daddy counterpart to this UI Goku, does it really matter that you lose a bit of extra defense? And also he has that guaranteed turn to dodge everything, which can come up absolutely clutch. This one is a personal favorite of mine just because of how fun he is to use, especially in one of the harder events in the game. To finish it off, we have the LR Tech Goku and Vegeta, the counterpart to the Strength Goku and Vegeta that fuse into Vegito. This unit has it all. I'm going to kick off straight away with one of the best things about this unit. This unit has one of the best animations, or set of animations, in the entire game. Whether it is Goku and Vegeta's super attack, whether it is the 12 or 18 ki, I don't disrespect, I don't discriminate. Whether it is the fusion animation to turn into Gogeta, or whether it is the animations for Gogeta's super attack alone. Like, just their animations alone are some of the best in Dokkan battle history. Easily. They are so good to watch. Also, on some great categories like Time Limit, Connected Hope, they raise attack and defense on 12 ki and 18 ki. Attack and defense plus 120. They have the damage reduction by 30%, which is great. They randomly change key spheres, or high chance of randomly changing key spheres to rainbow key spheres as well. Gets additional ki plus 2 per rainbow key sphere obtained, so a very great self-sustaining unit. Has a medium chance of launching an additional super attack as well. Even their fusion conditions are great. HP has to be 70% or more, not that difficult, especially how defensive this unit is with the damage reduction. Starting from the 4th turn, not too bad either. Also, the Goku and Vegeta, even before they fuse, has the best set of links in the entire game, because you can perfectly link them with the strength counterpart and run them on the same rotation together, just working off both damage reductions, doing great damage, one slightly more than the other, and just having a good time. Another unit that goes on some great categories like Fusion, Pure Saiyans, Joined Forces, Movie Hero, Super Saiyans, Kamehameha, Other World Warriors, Final Trump Card, Connected Hope, Powerful Combat, Time Limit, and a lot of those categories you can run with the Strength Goku and Vegeta counterpart and run the best rotation or the best link set in the game. And then when they fuse into Gogeta, they still raise attack and defense on Super. On 18, they lower attack and defense instead by 20%, which is great for SBR. And ESBR recovers 30% HP, gets attack and defense plus 150, doing Gogeta things, which is attacks effective against all types, a great chance of performing a critical hit. So they only need dupes, and you have a 70% chance to perform a crit, which is insane. Still changes rainbow keys or key spheres to rainbow key spheres and get extra ki plus 2 per rainbow key sphere obtained. Gets ki plus 5 as well, so you're never really struggling for ki with these guys. So 18 ki super attacks are always coming off, you're always doing maximum damage. Still has the damage reduction by 30%, or sees enemy super attacks, which is one of the kind of most useful tools in a unit's passive in the entire game. Comes in absolute clutch. Only for 5 turns, unfortunately, not as long as the strength counterpart when they fuse into Vegito. They're still useful to have nonetheless. Also nullifies unarmed super attacks, which means you're taking no damage from unarmed super attacks. And also, just as I said earlier, some of the best animations in the whole game. But that is my top 10 favorite units in the game from 2021 of Dokkan. As I said in the beginning of the video, do let me know some of your favorite units from this year. Hopefully you have a good 2022. Hopefully we all do, because we all deserve it. And hopefully when Super Vegeta drops soon, hopefully you're pulling them and pulling whatever else you want to in 2022. And hopefully we can continue to grow. And yeah, if you have enjoyed, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe if you're new. I'll see you in the next video, guys. And peace.